Bringing you the latest news from Bucks County, this is the Courier Times Update with Rachel Canelli.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Rachel Canelli reporting from the Courier Times newsroom with your news update for Wednesday, March 20th. We have big news for our entire area coming out of neighboring Montgomery County today. Drones used by the U.S. military to kill enemies and collect intelligence will be piloted remotely from the Horsham Air Guard base. Roughly 250 jobs will be added to the Pennsylvania Air National Guard's 111th Fighter Wing to establish a ground control station. The new mission for the U.S. Air Force is set to begin October 1st. Reporter Gary Wexelblatt has reaction from local politicians at BucksCountyCourierTimes.com. And in another base-related story, 2 Bucks County men have been arrested in an alleged employee kickback scheme at Joint Base McGuire-Dix Lakehurst. A federal grand jury has indicted Leonard Santos of Yardley and Alex Rabinovich from Richboro on 5 counts, including conspiracy. The 2 are principals of Sands Mechanical and accused of demanding select employees kick back a percentage of their weekly paychecks or get fired. The men are also being accused of setting a site manager's truck on fire and running him off the road. Reporter Danielle Camilli has more info in a story on our website. A Tullytown man will be a registered sex offender for the next 15 years after pleading guilty in Bucks County Court to possessing child porn. Bruce Fisher will be sentenced in about 90 days following a Megan's Law evaluation. If he meets criteria of a sexually violent predator, he'll face lifetime monitoring and community notification. Courts reporter Lori Mason Schrader tells us in a story online how police say Fisher got caught after he threw a cell phone containing photos of a nude teen at his wife during an argument. A longtime Levittown area youth coach is facing more charges for allegedly engaging in a sexual relationship with one of his players. Kevin Jones of Falls will face trial for involuntary deviant sexual intercourse with a victim under 16, aggravated indecent assault, and corruption of minors. Reporter Joe Chevalier has all the details in a story on our website, including how Jones' mobile home, where some of the alleged sexual encounters took place, was destroyed in a fire hours before Falls police were able to execute a search warrant looking for evidence in the case. We're seeing some sunshine on this first day of spring with a high near 47. There will be a chance of showers tonight with mostly cloudy skies and a low around 30. And don't forget, since it's the first day of spring, you know what that means. Free Italian water ice all day at all Rita's locations. So if you're a fan, be sure to get your special treat today. Our photographer Kim Weimer will be catching folks celebrating the arrival of spring. Hundreds showed up at a town hall meeting last night to share their thoughts on a potential new stadium at CB East. Many were in favor of building what they called an asset to the community to give teams a place to practice and play. Others, though, called construction an unnecessary waste of money.
In these harsh economic times where real unemployment is above 14%, I don't think we need another stadium.
Primarily, we would like to see East have the opportunity to have a stadium that they can call their own.
We have overcome all of the legal challenges, we've overcome all of the township challenges, and I believe we have a favorable school board who will vote to make this thing finally happen.
If the school board doesn't begin construction by the summer in 2016, they'll have to start the approval process all over again. You can see Kimberly Flanders' full video and Christina Christophic's story at BucksCountyCourierTimes.com. There's a new juice bar in town. Doc Baker's Farmulations in Doylestown serves juices, smoothies, and food made from organic, locally grown produce. It's run by a pharmacist who believes good food is the cornerstone to good health.
There's a belief system, I believe, in the country that we need a quick fix instead of a gradual lifestyle or diet change. I'm not choosing food over medicine. I'm saying that if you have what we call the drug of choice, food should be first.
You can see business reporter Krista Shoemaker-Dubri's full report on our website. A Middletown woman is trying to raise awareness and research funds for Alzheimer's disease in memory of her late grandmother. Reporter Christian Menno talked to Heather Allen about how the disease affected her and her life.
I think that she'd see that she's left a really good legacy behind and that it's impacting me and her kids for the better. And the more her story affects people in a positive way, the more I feel like she's still with me.
You can find out how to help Heather reach her goal of $1,000 in Christian Menno's story online. In high school sports, our preview of spring programs continues today with a look at boys volleyball. Sports reporter Drew Markle tells us how William Tenet senior Nick Gross is embracing his leadership role, and also gives us a look at Neshaminy and CR North's teams at BucksCountyCourierTimes.com. In other sports news, the 76ers begin their 4-game Western Conference trip against the Clippers tonight. Sports writer Tom Moore talked to the guys about returning to the site of their last road victory, which was 11 weeks and 13 road games ago.
That was a mighty good last road. Wow. That was a while ago, wasn't it? Wow. But I'm going home, so you know I got the ball out.
You can follow Tom Moore's Sixers coverage on our website. Now here's a look at what we're working on in the newsroom. The trial is set to begin today for an alleged pimp who's accused of using Ben Salem hotels and intimidating women into staying in prostitution. Our very own Lori Mason Schrader will be in court for that. Also today, the Middle Bucks Institute of Technology is hosting an all-day student welding competition featuring 10 schools and 20 competitors. Photographer Art Gentile will be capturing all the action. And finally, the mamas and the papas, anyone? Our reality panel shows us they can appreciate the classics by talking about pop culture pre-1990. You can find all of these stories in the latest local news at BucksCountyCourierTimes.com. I'm Rachel Canelli. Thanks for watching and have a great day.